Close your eyes and picture a millionaire. You're probably seeing like a sprawling mansion, luxury cars in the driveway, maybe some designer clothes. We are so conditioned to think that's what wealth looks like. But in today's deep dive into Thomas J. Stanley's The Millionaire Next Door, we are going to completely shatter that illusion. Because the reality is, true millionaires usually don't look rich at all.
Yeah, exactly, because wealth is largely invisible. I mean, what you're picturing when you see the cars and the mansions isn't actually wealth. It's high income paired with high spending. Stanley's research exposes this massive fundamental disconnect between, earning a lot of money and actually being wealthy.
Right. Like someone making $50,000 a year who quietly saves could actually be richer than someone making way more.
Oh, absolutely. A 50 grand earner who accumulates assets is fundamentally richer than a doctor making $200,000 who just burns through every cent to maintain a certain image.
Yeah, it's the classic income trap. I mean, I used to think of income and wealth like a standard faucet and a bucket. Yeah. But it's actually more extreme for high earners. It's like hooking up an industrial fire hose to a bucket made of chicken wire.
A bucket of chicken wire. That is a great way to put it.
Right. The water pressure is massive, but it violently blasts right out the sides. The income is there, but there is zero retention.
The source material actually categorizes this dynamic perfectly. The fire hose and chicken wire folks, they are called UAWs, which stands for under-accumulators of wealth. These are high-earning professionals who have an impressive cash flow, but practically nothing on their balance sheet.
Wait, so they earn a ton, but have, zero net worth?
Pretty much, yeah. On the flip side, you have the PAWs, or prodigious accumulators of wealth. Their faucet might run a lot slower, but their bucket is solid steel.
Okay, so the psychology behind why someone becomes a UAW is what's truly fascinating to me. It's not that high earners are inherently bad at math, right? It's that our culture insists visible spending is, the only valid proof of success.
Exactly, and we fall right into lifestyle inflation. The second your income goes up, your baseline for what is acceptable shifts. Suddenly you feel you need the upgraded zip code or, the premium car lease.
Which happens because of the peer trap.
Right. Humans are highly adaptive social creatures. So if your environment is filled with big spenders, your brain subconsciously registers that behavior as a survival metric. You feel an intense underlying pressure to match them just to belong to the tribe.
Yeah, but I have to push back on this extreme frugality for a second. If I never upgrade my life when I succeed, if I artificially suppress my lifestyle forever, aren't I just working 80 hours a week to live like a hermit? I mean, what is the actual point of earning more if you can't enjoy it?
Well, the distinction Stanley makes isn't about miserable deprivation. It's really about being a value seeker rather than a status seeker. The people who actually become the millionaires next door still spend money, but they refuse to pay a premium just to signal their worth to the neighbors.
Oh, I see. So it's about not wasting money on appearances.
Precisely. They understand the mechanism. Every dollar burned on a status symbol is a dollar permanently removed from your personal workforce.
So instead of buying status, they are buying time. They are channeling that extra income into assets like stocks, real estate, ownership in businesses. Basically, things that quietly appreciate in the background while everyone else is distracted by shiny objects.
Exactly, which buys the ultimate luxury financial independence. True wealth isn't about having a pile of cash to look at. It's the psychological freedom of knowing you don't actually need next month's paycheck to survive. It is absolute autonomy over your time.
And attaining that autonomy completely shifts how you approach the next generation, right? Which is where a lot of family fortunes historically fall apart. If your whole life was built on stealth, wealth, and discipline, you can't just hand your kids a massive trust fund and expect them to magically thrive.
No, handing them unearned cash just funds their own chicken wire bucket. Stanley points out that wealthy, financially independent parents deliberately avoid what he calls economic outpatient care.
Economic outpatient care, wow.
Yeah, it means they don't endlessly subsidize their adult children's luxurious lifestyles. Instead, they pass down the operating system. Hard work, frugality, and financial responsibility. The mindset has to be inherited before the money is.
It all comes back to a shockingly simple, though psychologically difficult truth. To pull a quote straight from the source, wealth is not about what you show, it's about what you build.
Right, and by internalizing that, you stop playing the unwinnable game of looking rich and start doing the quiet work of actually being wealthy.
So we want to leave you with this to chew on today. Imagine your income suddenly doubled tomorrow. What is the very first thing your brain wants to do with that extra money? And more importantly, what does that instinct reveal about your true wealth habits?